Welcome back, guys. Here we are again. We're looking at Palantir. It's been a while since we have looked at Palantir, but we do have some news regarding this new partnership with DataRobot. We're taking a look at that in just a moment. We're obviously going to be having a look at how the stock has been trading over the past few weeks and the past few days, and then giving some of my thoughts on the share price, as well as doing a little quick bit of technical analysis towards the end of the video. So let me break down how it's going to work. First, we're going to look at the news, then we are going to have a look at the stock price, and then again give some of my thoughts and opinions at the end. If you may enjoy that, do make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, but obviously remember, this is not financial advice. You probably already know that, but I'm going to say it again for my safety and yours as well. But do subscribe to the channel. We are trying to push up to 15,000. Let's hope that we can get there soon. On top of that, please do follow us on Twitter at N2SFinance. You can also join us on Patreon. Link to the Patreon is down below. It would be massively appreciated if you could support us over there. So let's jump into this one and look at this article, which is coming from businesswire.com, which basically speaks on this new partnership. Palantir DataRobot partner to bring speed and agility to demand forecasting models. So basically, AI leaders team up to offer holistic real-time solutions for the retail business customer. Going a bit further down, we can have a quick look and read this part here, where we can see for retailers, new challenges are as complex and critical as demand forecasting. Today's AI pioneers DataRobot and Palantir Technologies. NYSE Palantir, as we know, announced a new partnership deal designed to create new and unique agile and real-time solutions to help solve most pressing demand forecasting problems. So long story short, we can have a read of this article to just summarize and see that the demand forecasting models are usually outdated, rigid, and poorly equipped. DataRobot and Palantir have partnered to create a custom, newly developed framework that will empower companies to take on a more nimble strategy to demand forecasting, eliminating the time and resources spent on manual data cleansing and one-off manual modeling. So we can see what this does here. It just makes things a lot easier for the companies which are trying to use this. And let's have a quick look at who DataRobot actually are. So DataRobot is a leader in augmented intelligence, delivering trusted AI technology and enablement services and that is basically what they do to sum things up very, very quickly. So this is not going to be a full fundamental look at the company, as you could imagine. We may look at Palantir fundamentally on the weekend, but this one's just going to be a quick look at this new partnership. And when we actually have a look at who is investing in this company, in DataRobot, we can see one thing which stands out very, very clearly at the top. We can see that this company is invested by companies like HP, so Hewlett Packard. We can see that Snowflake Ventures is in there as well, along with some other companies which you may know of. But I do think that there's two investors at the top. You can see BlackRock down there as well. But yeah, those two investors at the top, in my opinion, HP, on top of Snowflake Ventures as well, a company which people may think is a competitor to Palantir. You know, the fact that they're working together, well, I think that is good for both sides of the argument. You know, when we see who is actually investing in this DataRobot company and who backs them, basically. So I think this really is potentially a good partnership. I think this is another step in the right direction when looking at how Palantir has been moving. It's another strong partnership, and I think that is good. I think that is what we are looking for the improvement of Palantir. As it says down below, the process of what they are doing right now when working out these, specialist systems, which are called, if we have a look up there, we can see that these are basically called the demand forecasting models, and the fact that you can make this a lot quicker and easier is really good. I think that will potentially help Palantir in the future to become one of those companies which, is used a lot more by others, and I think it could possibly help them to get more clients going forwards, in my opinion, just to sum things up very, very quickly. Now let's get to have a look at how the share price has been moving over the past day. Well, first things first, today we are seeing a bit of an increase, especially towards the end so far. Again, there is still some time to go. As I said in my earlier video, I am filming a little bit earlier tonight so I can hopefully fit more videos in, and that is why each video is also going to be shorter as well. So we probably will take a look at this one fundamentally, hopefully on the weekend, and we'll break down this contract a little bit more in a bit more detail as well. So yeah, today is moving very strongly, especially right now, which is good. We'll have to see if that does stick up there or if we can actually pull it down a little bit. Again, I would personally expect a bit of a sell-off after this, so I can anticipate the price dropping a little bit, but we will just have to see how high this push does go upwards. Again, it has been a strong day so far, even without that. And if we look at how this one has moved throughout the past week, we've seen a strong Monday, we've seen a bit of a dip on Tuesday subsequently. From Tuesday into Wednesday, very strong open we can see, concluding with a very strong end of day. Into Thursday, we are seeing another decent day, and then Friday, for the majority of it, actually for the majority of Thursday as well, we've seen this consolidation around the $26 range, so that's all nice to see. And right now we are potentially about to break out of the $26 range and go into the $27 range, which would be a fantastic way to start on Monday if we can remain up there. So very good things that we are seeing price-wise with Palantir, because if you guys do remember, over the past 2 or 3 months, we have seen actually a bit of a decline in the price of Palantir. So Palantir just a few months ago, back in, I believe it was February, so yeah, back in February, the price was about $38. We hit highs up here. We hit about $40 up here. You can see a price of about $39. So we hit that, and then unfortunately, we did take a dip after second rising back up to about $38. So again, from there, we actually took a dip, and we have been declining ever since, up until this point down here, where Palantir was extremely undervalued. You could have picked up Palantir shares for $18.37, and fortunately, we've seen a strong rally up ever since. So again, things really are picking themselves up now over the past month for Palantir. I think that is good, because what we were seeing before, in my opinion, with Palantir was the stock being quite oversold. It was, in my opinion, quite undervalued for what this company does and for what this company is. So I am happy to see the price pick itself back up for the people who invested in the stock. I think it is rightly where it should be, but I actually do believe that in the next year or two, we could see the share price potentially increase by much more if they do carry on growing the company as they have been doing so most recently. And again, on the past month, let's have a look at what we are seeing for the numbers down here. So we are seeing the indicators here. We are seeing the moving average for the past 30 days hit $22.82. We are seeing the RSI down here at 73, so it is definitely coming towards the overbought side. Bear in mind, guys, 80 would be overbought down here, so 73 definitely is coming towards that overbought, but we are definitely not there yet. We are coming close, but we are not there yet. So stock is technically not overbought at the moment. It just shows that there is a little bit more buying pressure than there is selling, which is not a bad thing necessarily. We can see how the MACD is moving down here. The MACD is actually staying in the green, which is good, and again, it looks like it could actually be coming a little bit stronger going forwards, which would be good as well. Let's have a look at what the past 5 days shows us. We can see a moving average down here of 26 and 62. We can see a RSI of 77, so coming very close to that overbought range, and again, that is probably due to that push that we saw most recently just a few moments ago. So that has kind of distorted things, because when we look at where we were before that, we were sat at about 50, so you can see how much that has affected it, but not necessarily a bad thing. Again, if that RSI does cool off a bit, and then we take a little bit more of a rally upwards and break past the $27 range before the end of the day, that would be nice. And the MACD down there is still in the green, which is good as well. And specifically over today, what are we seeing? Well, we're seeing a MACD figure right now at 83, and again, this definitely could see, a RSI figure down here at 83, so this could cool off very soon. It looks like it is, and again, if we can cool off soon and get back into the normal range, because right now we are overbought, so let's see this one cool down a bit, and hopefully we can get back into normal trading ranges, which would be good. And again, we have seen a MACD figure down here, which is coming ever so slightly towards the bearish side most recently, because we are seeing this little bit of a sell-off, as I did predict, after that little bit of a push up to the 26.98 range. So hopefully we can let this RSI cool off a little bit. Hopefully we can continue to push upwards, and I would absolutely love to see this one hit 27 and also stay there for the rest of the day, which would be a fantastic way to leave us and start us again on Monday. So that's just my thoughts on Palantir. I think this company does have a lot of potential from a fundamental standpoint. I think from where it's trading right now, it's definitely coming back to where the stock should be valued, in my opinion. I think it's not the worst buy at the moment. Again, it was much better of a buy, in my opinion, back down here at 18, but you know what, that's already gone. Let's just have a look at what we could be seeing right now. I think Palantir, if you are looking to invest in this one, my personal thoughts and opinions is that this is more of a long-term hold. I would not invest in this company unless you're willing to hold it for the next 12 months or so, because I think in the next 12 to 24 months, we could see some very decent growth on Pltr. So I think this one is going to be more of a long-term game, but that is not necessarily a bad thing for those of you who are patient. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen, you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously, it is split into multiple sections. Basically, at the top, we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further, we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs, and other hot stocks, including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well. And we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down, you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes, and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.